Hello everybody, I'm Charles Pedroso of the Pedroso team, Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. That's White Plains, New York, and this is our, I believe, fourth video of an ongoing series in which I locate and then explain in detail the financial expenses and the opportunity that some of the multifamily homes in Westchester County represent today for either a first-time home buyer or someone looking to occupy the home as their primary residence, maybe get into a specific community, or there's a targeted school system, or some other reason that you want to be in a specific community, but you haven't, up till this point, understood how it might be affordable to you and your family. So today, as I've done since I've started the series, is scale up the purchase price and associated expenses and rent rolls with a given property as it relates to the community in which the property is located. So in this example, and that's the property pictured here on the screen, if you can get a view of that, it's a beautiful home in Bedford, New York, which is a wonderful area to raise a family. So in this home, I view it personally as a great opportunity for maybe a small family or somebody who's just starting out or has intentions of just maybe moving into a home and then creating a family or starting a family and kind of growing into that home and maybe even growing out of it, but they wanted sort of to be set in where they're going to live and maybe didn't think it was affordable for them to as I said, live in a community like this property. And that's Bedford, New York. So for the math associated with the property, a quick rundown on some of the figures. This property is $629,000. Now, based on its location and based on the likely income you would need to qualify for a property at this price point, some of the programs in which I've featured in the previous examples where I've shown you can put down as little as 3% of purchase price to make that purchase and secure the home for yourself won't apply for this property. So for this example, we're going to use the conforming loan limit or non-conforming, conforming loan limit for Westchester County for two-family homes for a property that allows you to borrow up to just under 90% of the home's value or purchase price, the lesser of the two. So it's actually 89.99%. But that works out to about $10,000 more than the loan limit for two-family homes in our county. So for this example, I'm going to assume a full purchase price of $629,000, where you have 3% of that purchase price coming back to you for closing costs assistance, which is approximately $19,000. That should more than cover your closing costs, your reserve, your escrow requirements, your municipal fees and charges, attorney's fees, all the other settlement charges associated with purchasing a home today that you would pay at a closing table would be accounted for in this example's 3% of purchase price in the form of a seller's concession. So rather than negotiate maybe off the top of the total price, maybe you agree to pay full price but have some of that money come back to you, as I said, 3% come back to you to assist you with your out-of-pocket expenses. So in this scenario, that would equate to about $85,000 out of pocket. It's a significant sum of money. However, what you're getting for that $85,000 and what you're allowed to do every month going forward is really amazing, and that is to reacquire or find a way to rebuild that financial asset, liquid asset that you laid out in order to make this purchase whole. So, as I said in this example, putting down about $85,000 or $85,350 leaves you with a loan amount of $543,650. The principal and interest payment based on today's mortgage rates for a loan at that amount is about $2,560 approximately. So at $2,560, you have property taxes at $8,809, so that's $734 and approximately 8 cents per month. You have homeowners insurance for properties of this size in this community, in this condition, and this makeup is about $1,665. So that's about $140, or to be exact, $138.75 per month. This means that the total monthly housing expense to own this property, and that's the principal, interest, the mortgage, taxes, and insurance, should run approximately $3,430 or $3,450. To be exact, in this example, I have it at $3,428.83. So the units, the rental units in this home are fairly identical in what I can gather from the photos, and the size, the square footage of each unit, and the 2 bedrooms and 1 bath per unit, and the condition of the kitchen. They all look to be about the same or almost identical. So depending on how you might structure the use of the property, you know, if it were my home and now we're going to move into the home, I'd like to occupy the lower unit, have use of the front and backyard, and then allow the tenant who lives upstairs to enter through the other side of the building, maybe with a walkway. You could even fence it in if you'd like, but you know, create some privacy there for yourself and or the tenant. But what that does is allows you to live in the main floor of the home with 2 bedrooms and a bath, take advantage of the Bedford community, as I've mentioned, for a net housing expense, meaning after you've collected a rent of approximately $2,125, which is the going rate for a unit in this community, a rental unit of this size with this bedroom count in this community. That leaves you with a net housing expense of $1,303 approximately and 83 cents. That's really amazing. You could live in Bedford, start your family, create these sort of options that you make for yourself as you're bringing in this rent roll and only laying out a net housing expense of about $1,300 to as much as $1,400 per month to get everything that Bedford has to offer, get everything this home has to offer. And I imagine if you're paying only $1,300 or $1,400 even or more, $1,450 per month, that you're allowing yourself to save more money. Save again maybe for that down payment on a single family home. And ideally what you do is place this home on the market or keep it, retain it, and use that passive income that you would get from the second unit after you've paid over and above your housing expense to offset the housing expense on the new home that you purchase. This is really, I mean, if you're someone who doesn't own a home today and you're paying the rents associated with any apartment in Westchester County today, forget if you're close to a train or close to a city center or you have some amenities in the location that you're renting, you know, you may find yourself at times paying more than you would if you just own the home yourself. Look, there's maintenance associated with a given home. You don't know what might come up. You know, there's sort of recurring charges and fees that you may have to pay, whether it be trash collection or you know, water and utilities and cable and what have you. However, that would come with any property or any home that you rent, and if you're not paying for it separately in addition to that rental payment, it's certainly built in to the total rental payment that you're asked to make. So if you have enough money here, maybe in liquid asset, or you can borrow from, say, your 401k or 403b or some other investment engine that you have access to, or a family member, or there's a family gift that potentially could get you to secure this home for yourself, you really have, as I said, immediately created these options for yourself where you're now paying much lower than the county standard or city standard, or in this instance village Bedford standard for occupying a home, and you're getting all the benefits of home ownership, the tax benefits, the appreciating asset over time, as I mentioned in every one of these videos. So if you have questions about this property or anyone like it, we ask that you reach us in whichever form of communication or method of communication that's that you're most comfortable with. But reach out, ask the question, set an appointment with us, and find out how goals like owning this home are attainable for someone like yourself. All right, we thank you for watching. We hope you have a great day. We'll talk soon.